morning students. Today we will learn the next portion of the chapter, heat. First of all, we will learn expansion in liquids. Students, we already know about that the effect of heat on the solid substance. What happens whenever heat energy given to any solid substance, that solid substance expands. Right? And I have told you many examples like expansion of railway tracks, the expansion of any rigid solid rod. Right? Here also I will discuss about expansion in liquids. Students, whenever heat energy is given to a liquid substance, the particles present in the liquid start to vibrate vigorously. Even students, we know in case of liquid substance, molecules or the particles actually present in it are farther apart in compared to solid, and molecules can easily move from each other. So whenever heat energy is given to that liquid, molecules start to vibrate more vigorously and they move farther apart from each other. And for a given rise in temperature, students, liquid expands more than a solid. That you just remember. Liquid expands more than solid. And here you can see the picture, students. The liquid is cold and the liquid is in a hot condition. Whenever liquid is cold, molecules are closer to each other, and whenever it is hot, they are getting separated. Molecules are getting separated from each other. Right? Now I will tell you examples of expansion in liquid. The very most example that I can give you, students, that we can observe very easily in our home, that is thermometer. In thermometer, students, mercury is present, that is a form of liquid. Whenever we have fever, what we do, we put the thermometer in our arm or in our mouth. Then what happens? The heat energy present in our body is in contact with the thermometer. So that's why thermometer is getting heated and the liquid present in it, that is mercury, expands. That's why we can see the reading of the temperature changes and it is rising. And the new level of mercury indicates the temperature of our body. So here what happens, on being heated, the liquid expands. The mercury present in the thermometer expands. Now examples of expansion in liquid. Another example I am giving you, you can easily see in your home, students. Suppose you have kept some amount of milk in a container and you put it in the oven. Then what will happen? The container will get heated and the liquid present in it, that means the milk, will get heated. And after some time you can see that the milk is overflowing from the container. This is the result of expansion of liquid due to heating. Now expansion in gases. We know, students, in case of gas, particles are more loosely packed compared to liquids, and they can easily move from each other, and whenever those particles are getting heated, they vibrate much more vigorously and they move farther apart from each other. That is the expansion of gas. And here one thing you need to remember, students, gases expands the most on heating. So if we compare that whenever heat energy is given to solid substance, liquid substance and gaseous substance, liquid expands more than solid and gases expands more than liquids even. Actually, gases expands most on heating. This is the practical example, students, practical example of expansion in gas. When you put a blown up balloon in the sun, you can see it is expanding. Or even you can see in lantern. In lantern, what happens, students, at the bottom part we know a fire is lit up. That's why you can see the lantern After that you can see that the lantern is moving in the air. Why? Because whenever you lit up the lantern, the air present inside it is getting heated. Then the molecules of the gas move far apart from each other. So whenever molecules are getting far separated from each other, then the air present inside the lantern becomes less dense. Whenever volume increases, density decreases. We know that the relation between the density and the volume, the expression of density is mass per unit volume. So, as molecules are getting separated from each other, volume of the gas increases and the density decreases. That's why the air present inside the lantern is less dense compared to the air present in the outside the lantern. Because there the air is not getting heated that much. So, the air present inside the lantern is less dense compared to the air outside. That's why the lantern moves up. So, this is the real life example of expansion in gas. Now, students, I will discuss about physical change. The physical change is a type of change in which the form of matter changes but not its chemical composition. Only the form. You can say the shape and size of the matter will change or the state of the matter will change. I can give you examples, students. That cutting of paper. So there what happens? The paper remains paper only, but the shape and size of the paper changes. So this is the example of a physical change. And in case of change of state, suppose if you take any amount of ice and if you give heat energy to that ice will melt. That means the solid substance is getting converted into liquid substance. There only the state changes, that is also a kind of physical change. I will explain again the change of state of a substance. So what is the definition of changes in state? The change of a substance from one physical state to another, that means from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, without change in temperature is called change of state. Here why, students, it is given that without change in temperature, whenever we are giving heat energy to any solid substance, what happens? I already told you that whenever that solid is getting heated, after some time if we give more and more heat energy, that solid will convert into a liquid. Actually, how much amount of heat is given to that solid, in that moment, all the heat is used to change the state from solid to liquid. That's why no temperature rises. Okay, students? So there will be no temperature change whenever a change of state occurs from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, this type. Now here you can see the states of matter. How many states of matter is there? That is explained. Just the picture, the names are given. You know already the states of matter, 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. Right, students? Whenever solid substance is getting heated, after some times it will convert into liquid. If we give more and more heat energy to that liquid, the liquid will convert into gas. These are the common 3 states of matter that we know. There is another state of matter, that is plasma. Here what happens, students? Gases are in ionized forms. You know, students, already what is ion. So here gases are in ionized form. We can observe the plasma state in the sun. In the sun there is huge temperature. There the gases are present in plasma state. Only you just remember that state. Here now I will discuss about chemical change. The change in which the composition of the original substance changes to form new substance is called a chemical change. You can see burning of paper, burning of magnesium ribbon. What happens, students, in case of burning? The paper completely changes into another form, that is ash. So it is a type of chemical change. The composition of the substance changes. Paper remains not like paper. It is converted into any other substance. Right? Now what is combustion? Students, the burning of a substance due to heat in the presence of air and oxygen with the liberation of heat and light is termed as combustion. As I have given the example of burning of paper, that is also a type of combustion. Here the picture of burning of ribbon, magnesium ribbon is given. Here what happens, students? Due to heat energy and light energy, that magnesium ribbon starts to burn in presence of air or oxygen. We know, students, that in absence of oxygen, burning cannot occur properly. So here, in presence of oxygen and air, if anything is burning and producing heat and light, that is actually known as combustion. So burning of paper, burning of ribbon, burning of wood, all are the examples of combustion. Now flammable substances. The substances that can easily catch fire are called flammable substance or combustible substance. Students, here you can see the examples of paper, wood, petrol. You can see the picture of petrol and the wood. All these are flammable substances. They catch fire very easily. Now I will tell you non-flammable substances. So from the name you can easily understand, students, non-flammable means the substances which do not catch fire very easily are called non-flammable or incombustible substances. Example, iron, silver, glass. You can see the picture of iron and glass. Here these are the examples of non-flammable substances because they do not catch fire easily. Right, students? So up to this you will learn from your book. Okay, students? Thank you.